Hello, how are you, wonderful people of the internet? I feel like I just need to always wipe these so it's a little bit clearer. We have a beautiful sunny day in Los Angeles, which I'm so thrilled about. And we are going live with the Colleen Gallagher on multiple platforms, but I really wanted to come live and alive, energized on this beautiful Friday, September 30th at 12:40 p.m. because I felt like it. But no, I really actually had something I wanted to share. It's been on my heart and mind. I had a really powerful client call last night. If you guys were at my Instagram story, you would have seen what I shared. However, I felt like coming live today because I felt like there was something I just wanted to share, something that was alive inside of me, something that needed to be said. And so we're going to do that. We're going to say the things that need to be said, say the things that need to be heard, and we're just going to go for it. So, as you guys know, if you've never been introduced to me, my name is Colleen Gallagher, and I have an online coaching education business. And hello, I'm Rado. And so when you join, say hello. If you're watching on the replay, say #replay because I really believe in these platforms. If you don't say hello, I can't engage. It's a little bit awkward if you're just like watching me like a creeper in the window. But I like the engagement. I like to know you're here. I believe in connection. I believe in connectivity. I believe that we're here for a two-way dialogue, and I want to support every person I touch to reach their goals, to reach their mission, to reach their potential. So I wanted to come on and share something because I felt like it was running through my head with my client call yesterday. So as you guys see, I live an amazing life. I've been able to travel over 46 countries. I've had 3 published books. I have 7 products. We have 30 as of tomorrow workshops, courses that I've launched, created, sold, created a 70,000 person community, have a top 400 podcasts. Like, I've done sponsorships on my podcast. I've supported my clients in making money online. I've supported my clients in career advancement and manifestation and, creating a greater spiritual connection, to aligning to their purpose, to getting out of relationships that they were suffering in, to getting into relationships that were making them happy and well and fulfilled, and navigating all of that. Like, it always is around creating a life you love. So what I wanted to share, what I wanted to come on, because it was on my heart or mind, is that I think it's easy to look at my life and think that a magic fairy came with a wand and made my life the way it is, which is further from the truth. And I was reminded of this last night on my client call when I went through my own little journey of my online journey. So I started back in the online world, right, in February of 2018. It was like my first big reveal, because that was my first book, and I think it's behind the computer. I don't know if I can grab it. Oh, here it is. My first book, Live Your Truth, came out, right? This is like when that all happened. But leading up to the launch of my company, you didn't see the 6 months prior, well, actually the 8 months prior, of when I left my job in America and I moved across the world to New Zealand. I committed to doing yoga and meditation 4 hours a day. I committed to finding a job, over there. I committed to wanting to know why I was here. Like, I just knew there was something deeper. There was something more to this life. I wanted to travel the world on my terms, not on a corporation's terms. And so I went through this discovery of me, and I hired my first mentor. I hired my first coach, and I began to look at, who am I? Like, I went on this journey just to discover me. And what were the parts of me that made me me? What were the parts of me that or weaknesses? What were parts of me that I could market and I could sell and I could offer and I could help people with? What were parts of me that were unhealthy? And I began to dive into this analysis of me. And then I began to emerge as Colleengallagher International, who you all see here today. But that took a while for me, where I'd be waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I had a call with a mentor at 5 a.m. Then I would go do yoga and meditation. I then would go to, and I'd write my book. Then I would go to work. After work, yoga and meditation, write my book, repeat. And it was like for about 3 or 4 months, I had really no life. Like, I went to the farmers markets on Sunday, but I didn't go out and party. Like, I didn't have a nightlife or social life that I did. Like, I really forgoed that for 4 years of my life so that I could travel the world and live the life you see now, where I get to turn on a camera, just talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about and, know that that's enough to impact people's lives. And so if you were to ask me, and then on top of that, let's do that, even if you look at more, like I then hired, a mentor for $30,000 for 1 year, my first mentor, and I invested money instead of into houses or nice clothes or luxury cars. I invested it into learning. Like, how do I learn to believe in myself? How do I learn not from academic of like theories of mathematics of science, but how do I learn from people who are living the life that I want to live, who are multidimensional, who aren't being told like niche down, only say this, like here's how you sell and here's how you launch and here's how you treat a customer and here's how you sell more to them. Like, it just felt so gross and unlike me. And here's how you have an application for them and here's how you do this and da 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 da. Like, it all just felt like it was not, that wasn't me, and that wasn't the way I wanted to learn marketing. There's nothing wrong with marketing and sales that way. It just didn't feel like me. So I began to invest into the group of people who were growing online communities and online businesses from soul, from heart, from God. And I don't think what people see enough, maybe because I don't show it enough, but my life doesn't just come this way because it's like, oh, I think it will just happen this way, or like I think whatever, my life happens this way with clients and money and creations because I fucking choose it. And I do the work. Before I go to bed, I pray. When I get up, I meditate. I write in my journal that I have. I eat the good food. I exercise. Like, I do those things instead of just, I do party and have fun, but it's not the majority of my life. Like, even there was something tonight, like I had to cancel on because someone was like, oh, we want to go out after. And I'm like, I can't go out because I have a training tomorrow. Right. So I'm choosing the investment of my time where I'm going to get the most impact, the most reward, the most fulfillment. And I think, I don't know, when we like want to make our dreams happen, we just think it's like, I don't know, a switch that just happens. It's an ongoing process of you. And the best way for you to be consistent and be disciplined is to hire a coach or mentor. So you have someone to be accountable. You're paying money to check in with someone, just as if you were to hire someone for, fitness, like a personal trainer. You obviously could go to the gym by yourself. That's not hard to do, but you're paying the trainer, so you're accountable. You're not going to stand someone up on a phone call. You're not going to stand someone up, well, hopefully, and they're supposed to be training you. If not, you lose the session. You lost your money. So I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk about this thing of, it's good to have dreams and have desires and have hopes for what you want in the world, but if you're not actually fucking doing anything about it, you're not putting yourself around a mentor, around a coach, or around people who are wanting to make it happen in a good way, not just let me launch this and let me hope that it works, and I don't know, I did this, but I'm not really sure how it's working, or, I'm not really passionate about it, like I've launched it and I made money, but I really want to be talking about this. You're not fucking doing your soul work. You're doing things, again, just to get something for money, which is against enlightenment. Enlightenment is that you're here in this moment because that's what you want to express. Like, I sit here and have these thoughts in my head even when I'm not on live with you guys. Like, I sit here and mastermind with myself. I talk with my soul. I talk with something greater. And I just think we make excuses of why things aren't happening for us, or why we can't just get on and speak and talk, and why it's enough. We make excuses of why we're not Googling for the sponsor or looking for the right thing. When in reality, like, you're the only one who can do that. Like, no one, it's your dreams. It's called My Dreams because it's yours. It's your dream. You have to make it happen. You have to go out there and repeat over and over and over your communication of what you want, what you hope, what you desire for people. And you have to show up consistently, day in and day out and day in and day out. It's not like you can just go like think of any relationship. If you were just go, that's a one night stand, right? If you just go, like, that's why you call it a one night stand. It was one night and that's it. Like, there's no consistency. There's no stability. There's no credibility with this, quantum field or invisible field for it to believe you and for it to really give you all the magic. Like, you have to show up in the process. So anyway, I wanted to come on and say that because I feel like a lot of people just like to make excuses. I don't know about this is why this hasn't happened or this is why, but it's like when you look at my brand of, I remember even this was back in Vegas. He was like, "Oh, well, it's easy for you what you've done because yours is just more transactional." I was like, "Excuse me, do you have anything in the online world?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "I've shown up every day for 4.5 years." So transactional, interesting. Like I said that and stood up for it because I know what it takes to be consistent. And a large part of that consistency is through discipline, through mentors, where when I wanted to fall off it's like you have to report to your mentor. What are you doing? You feel embarrassed if you're in a group of people where everyone else is performing and you're not performing. That's embarrassing. And you need to put yourself in environments where you can be embarrassed, where if you're not being the standard where you need to be, that, you feel it. So you're inspired to act differently. That's why mentorship and coaching is why I love more than therapy. Therapy, you just go in the same loop over and over and over again. This isn't working. Whereas like if you're in a group of people and you're not moving forward, you're like, fuck, I need to figure it out. I need to do something. So I wanted to come on, I wanted to share that. And obviously, if you didn't see, I have 5 mentor spots open. I can share the post below. That's my website, not my, what's it called? Not my post that I did. Okay, share. Let me copy this link. I don't know if it's going to let me. We might have to do here. Okay, so I'm going to paste this here. You can read this below. This is the post that I recommend reading, just about, what I'm doing, how I can help you. And I just think we need to have this conversation. Like, nothing's going to change if you don't change your environment. And like what changed my life was moving to New Zealand, was investing in coaching and mentorship, was not just with mentors who are doing things in like this masculine paradigm of sell this, do that, communicate like this, but like from your soul, from your heart, like things you would be proud of over a lifetime. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy that. And I hope you just motherfucking stop making excuses and make it happen, because you're the only one who can do it. And I think for the men watching, like, I don't know, I would just be, this is specific to men, but I would just be sick and tired of doing the same boring, mundane task just to make money, or the same boring relationship. It'd be like doing missionary sex every time you have sex. Like, ugh, it's boring, and you're not going to change it fundamentally until you get in the right environment to inspire that change, to keep you motivated and disciplined. So that's what these spots are for. And you would just want to change the world, and you want to make a lot of money by being you. This is for